We hear it a lot during an election year. Every vote counts.
But one Hamden man says his didn't. Count on News Channel 8 to get to the bottom of this. Jamie Muro is live in the New Haven newsroom. Jamie?
Well, Ted, for one Hamden man, this election was so important he even practiced. But he says his vote did not count. And after we called the Secretary of State's office about this very issue, they say they're going to find out exactly what happened. Connecticut's new voting system, for the most part, went off without a hitch. That is until you speak with Hamden's Robert Kissel, who decided to write in his presidential choice for Constitution Party member Chuck Baldwin.
I then discovered, when the Secretary of State finally published the list, that no votes in my town were recorded for that write-in candidate.
When you log into the Secretary of State's webpage and check the results, it does show that no one voted for Chuck Baldwin and his running mate Darrell Castle. Other writing candidates received votes, but zero for the Constitution Party.
Any chance you put it in the congressional box or a district race box or any other box besides the presidential box?
Not only did I put it in the right box, but I asked a friend of mine who was voting by absentee ballot in Woodbridge to give me a copy of his absentee ballot so that I could practice.
A spokesperson for the Secretary of State's office says a few things could have happened. First, maybe Mr. Kissel simply wrote in the wrong box. Or, in this particular Hamden poll office, after the polls closed and the votes were tabulated, they're then handwritten and then faxed to the Secretary of State's office. Under the Baldwin-Castle column, he said it looks like there's a 2, but at the same time, it also looks like there's a 0. They look kind of the same, and that is the problem. The Secretary of State's office tells News Channel 8 that every vote must count, and they are now investigating and plan to follow up with Hamden's registrar of voters next week.
I didn't color in the wrong circle. I'm that careful.
Robert Kissel has sent emails of concern to the State Elections Enforcement Commission and may file a complaint. His experience has him feeling a little unsure about the paper ballot system, a little worried about the next election.
What other numbers are wrong? What other mistakes were made? What other votes fell by the wayside?
We're told by law the ballots must remain sealed for 14 days, meaning if they had to go back and find that exact ballot, Robert Kissel has to wait a little bit. But again, the Secretary of State's office is going to speak with the Hamden Registrar's office on Monday. It was closed today. Perhaps then we will learn what happened to Mr. Kissel's vote. We are live in the New Haven newsroom. I'm Jamie Muro, News Channel 8.